welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great district rivalry game as the Shawnee Mission East Lancers, coached by Kevin Weisner, are taking on the Shawnee Mission South Raiders, coached by Tony Bedetti. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from Shawnee Mission East.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Raymond. I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Grant. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm a sophomore.
And our contestants from Shawnee Mission South.
I'm Ilyas. I'm a senior.
Hey, I'm Young. I'm a senior.
I'm Anna. I'm a senior.
I'm Molly. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Abby. I'm a senior.
All right. Here on Categories, in the first round, we're going to take turns answering questions. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point for their squad. If they answer incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that category. We did a coin toss before we started recording. It was won by the Lancers. So Shawnee Mission East, here is the first category. It is science, specifically anatomy. It's multiple choice. What is the name of the thick wall dividing the left and right sides of the human heart? Is it the aorta, capillary, septum, atrium, or venule? Ian?
Septum.
It is the septum. Back over to you, Raiders. Children's literature. What farmer was Peter Rabbit's adversary? Time. Lancers' chance to steal this children's literature category. What farmer was Peter Rabbit's adversary?
Brown.
Emma, is not Farmer Brown. It is Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor. Make sure next time I call on you, because several people may be ringing in at the same time. Lancers, we are staying with you. Vocabulary is the next category. This word ends in ISH. It means bestowing in great abundance. Raymond?
Flourish.
Not flourish. Raiders, chance to steal this vocabulary category. This word ends in ISH. It means bestowing in great abundance. Elias.
Replenish.
Not replenish. Lavish. Lavish. Staying with you, Raiders. Fine arts, painters. Multiple choice. This artist began painting while recovering from her serious road accident at the age of 15, sent her earlier work to the painter Diego Rivera, whom she later married. Her works are often shocking in their stark portrayal of pain. Anna?
Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo. I didn't even have to finish the question. Nice job. Lancers, back over to you. This time it's a government question, specifically British government. What's another name for the Tory party? Grant.
Conservative.
Conservative, yes. Back to you, Raiders. Sports and games is the category. What is the maximum time allowed to look for a lost ball in golf? Over to you, Lancers. Chance to steal this sports and games category. What is the maximum time limit allowed to look for a lost ball in golf? Grant.
5 minutes.
It is 5 minutes. Staying with you, Lancers, mathematics is the category. One exterior angle of a regular polygon is 36 degrees. How many sides does it have? Raymond?
7.
I'm sorry, 7 is incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this mathematics category. One exterior angle of a regular polygon is 36 degrees. How many sides does it have? Young.
3.
It is 10. 10. 360 divided by 36. 10. Raiders, we are staying with you. World geography is the category. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, is one of the largest cities in the world. What seaport is nearest Tokyo?
Kyoto.
Excuse me?
Kyoto.
It is not Kyoto. Lancers, chance to steal this world geography category. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, is one of the largest cities in the world. What seaport is nearest Tokyo? Raymond.
Yokohama.
Yokohama, yep. Lancers, staying with you, U.S. history. U.S. history is the category. This expression means the rules of favoring or encouraging the segregation of blacks. It comes from a character in Thomas Wright's plantation song and dance in 1825. What's the phrase, Grant?
Jim Crow.
Jim Crow, very good. Over to you, Raiders, general knowledge. What do you do to tell whether an egg is hard-boiled or raw without breaking it? Do you, Molly?
You spin it.
You spin it, very good. Lancers, back over to you, current events. United Nations experts accused Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman of hacking the cell phone of, Grant?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Raiders, back over to you. Again, U.S. history, this time specifically the military. What vintage U.S. warplane is known as Buff or Big Ugly Elias?
The B-52.
It is the B-52. Back over to you, East. General knowledge of ships. The nationality of a ship as entered in a record book, or the record book itself, is designated by what term? Ian.
Manifest.
Cannot accept manifest. Raiders, chance to steal this general knowledge of ships. The nationality of a ship as entered in a record book, or the record book itself, is designated by what term? Elias.
The register.
It is the register, yes. Raiders, staying with you, mathematics is the category. The vinculum is also known as what? Time. Lancers, chance to steal this mathematics question. The vinculum is also known as what? Charlie?
Fraction bar?
Fraction bar, yes. Lancers, staying with you, world geography. Multiple choice. Which of these nations does not border the Baltic Sea? Is it Poland, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, or Norway? Ian?
Norway.
It is Norway. Back over to you, South, U.S. government. In the presidential oath of office, the word swear may be replaced by which word? Elias?
Promise.
It is not promise. Lancers, chance to steal this U.S. government category. In the presidential oath of office. Ian?
Firm.
Affirm, yes. Lancers, staying with you, sports and games is the next category. The America's Cup is a famous yachting duel. The United States held that cup from 1857 until 1983. This winning streak was broken in that year by which country? Raymond?
Australia.
It is Australia. Coming back to you, South, current events. President Trump attended the World Economic Forum in which Swiss city as his impeachment trial got underway in the Senate? Elias?
Zurich.
It is not Zurich. Lancers, chance to steal this current events category. Grant?
Davos.
Davos, yes. Lancers, staying with you, entertainment is the category. What comedian once said, if you have a complete set of salad bowls that all say Cool Whip on the side, you might be a redneck? Ian?
George Carlin.
It is not George Carlin. Raiders, chance to steal this entertainment question. What comedian once said, if you have a complete set of salad bowls that all say Cool Whip on the side, you might be a redneck? Anna?
Jon Stewart.
It's not Jon Stewart. It's Jeff Foxworthy. Jeff Foxworthy. Your parents will know the answer to that one. All right, Raiders, we are staying with you. Vocabulary is the category. The widow of a king is called what? Anna?
The Dowager Queen.
A Dowager Queen. Very good. Lancers, coming back to you, literature is your category. At first, he was thought to be an undigested bit of beef and a blot of mustard. He died 7 years before the story began, and is condemned to walk the earth in chains, since his spirit did not walk among his fellow men in life? Charlie?
Marley.
Marley, very good. From Ebenezer Scrooge. Raiders, you have the next category. It is science, specifically species. The Atlantic variety of this popular fish is the largest of all flatfish. What is it? Young?
Halibut.
It is halibut. Back over to you, Lancers, with geography. What state does New York have the longest border with? Grant?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Back over to you, Raiders. Musicals is the category. Which London West End production was produced partly by Whoopi Goldberg and on Broadway in 2011? Time. Lancers, chance to steal this musicals category. Which London West End production was partly produced by Whoopi Goldberg and on Broadway in 2011? Emma.
Sister Act.
It is Sister Act. Staying with you, Lancers, science, physics is the next category. When an object moves at a constant rate, it is said to be in uniform motion. What formula is used to solve uniform motion problems? Ian?
Delta X over delta T.
I cannot accept that, sorry. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this physics question. When an object moves at a constant rate, it is said to be in uniform motion. What formula is used to solve uniform motion problems? We're just looking for the simple distance equals rate times time. Raiders, we are staying with you. Grammar is the category. What is the usage difference between a hyphen and a dash? Elias?
A hyphen is to combine words, and a dash is used with numbers or to split up sentences.
Yes, very good. Sentences was the key on the dash, and hyphen was the key for the words. Lancers, coming back to you, government and economics. The United States' biggest overall trading partner is which country? Ian?
Mexico.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this government and economics question. The United States' biggest overall trading partner is what country? Molly?
China.
It's actually Canada. Canada. Raiders, we are staying with you. General knowledge, quotes is the category. Complete this Marshall McLuhan observation about technology. We shape our tools and therefore our blank. Anna?
Mines.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this category right before halftime. General knowledge and quotes is the category. Complete this Marshall McLuhan observation about technology. We shape our tools and therefore our blank. Ian?
Selves.
Sorry, that is also incorrect. Therefore, our tools shape us is what we were looking for. All right? And so that is the last question of our first half, as we have a halftime score of Shawnee Mission East 14, Shawnee Mission South 7. At this part of our program, we are going to go to campus updates as a member of each squad will give us what is going on in and around their high school. And from Shawnee Mission East, it looks like, Ian, you're giving us the update. So what's happening with the Lancers?
Indeed. Well, last night we just had our annual trivia night. We had over 20 teams compete, and one member of the winning team was our very own Grant. And funnily enough, that question about how long you have to retrieve a golf ball was on that trivia night, so that's why we got that one. Also, our WPA dance is this weekend. We're very much looking forward to that. Our theme is Club Penguin. And generally, there's been a very positive air around campus due to, among other things, the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
Fantastic. All right. And Elias, you're giving us the update for the Raiders. What's happening over on 107th Street?
So tonight we have a joint concert, our Masterworks concert, with our orchestra, band, and choir. Our theater is putting on Mamma Mia February 13th through the 15th. And our boys basketball team finished second at the Chinook tournament.
All right, so a lot of great things happening at both schools. As we begin our second round, it is our lightning round in which questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer. And same rules apply. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If not, the other team will get a chance to steal. As tradition here on Categories, we will start with our look and listen question, in which we will display on a monitor for our contestants in studio. And we will also display it on the screen for those watching and playing at home. The look and listen question is worth 2 points. So here we go. Here's our look and listen question. The category is the military. Give the designation of this vice presidential transport. Elias.
Marine 1.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Is that Ian?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Marine 2.
Marine 2 because of the vice president. Vice president, Marine 2. As we continue here now, we're going to go with our rest of our lightning round. So both teams, the next category is geography. What resort island lies about 24 miles southwest of Los Angeles? Grant?
Coronado Island.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this geography question. What resort island lies about 24 miles southwest of Los Angeles? Anna?
Catalina.
Catalina Island, yes. Home of the famous wine mixer. Current events is the next category for both teams. Name this singer who won the Grammy for Best New Artist, as well as the Song of the Year Grammy. Elias.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. History. Alliances is the next category. What European country has the longest continuous alliance with the United States? Anna?
France.
It is not France. Lancers, chance to steal this history alliances question. What European country has the longest continuous alliance with the United States? Ian?
England?
It's not England, it's the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Both teams, music, composers is the category. What composer's most famous work includes La Primavera, L'estate, Ian?
Vivaldi?
Vivaldi, very good. Science for both teams. Large-scale beekeeping is called what? Raymond?
Honey farming?
It's not honey farming. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this science category. Large-scale beekeeping is called what? It's called apiculture. API culture, apiculture. Language for both teams. The official languages of South Africa are Afrikaans and English. Until 1925, what was the official what was the official language of South Africa? Anna?
Dutch.
It was Dutch. Shakespeare for both teams. Name the character who utters the following words in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Here it is. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. Ian?
Cassius?
Cassius, very good. U.S. history for both teams. Name the British Army commander in the French and Indian War who captured both Louisbourg and Montreal, and for whom a small town in Massachusetts is named, and also a famous college. Grant?
Amherst.
Amherst. Ancient history for both teams. Which descendant of Genghis Khan sacked and plundered Baghdad in 1402? Raymond?
Hulagu Khan?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this ancient history question. Which descendant of Genghis Khan sacked and plundered Baghdad in 1402? Tamerlane or Tamerlane. General knowledge for both teams. This form of transportation is still in use in certain communities. It consists of a four-wheeled vehicle drawn by a horse. Elias.
Horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy. European geography for both teams. Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth II were all built in one of the world's greatest shipbuilding centers. It's called Clydesdale. Is Clydesdale in England, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? Charlie?
Ireland?
It is not in Ireland. Raiders, chance to steal this European geography question. The Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth II were all built in the world's greatest shipbuilding centers. It's called Clydeside. Clydeside, is it in England, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? Elias?
England.
It's in Scotland. It's in Scotland. Both teams, history. Name the first woman member of the United States Congress. Her name is Jeanette Rankin. Jeanette Rankin. U.S. government for both teams. What's the governmental term used to describe the approval process by the U.S. Senate of individuals to serve on the President's cabinet? Grant?
Advice and consent.
Cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this U.S. government category. What governmental term is used to describe the approval process by which the U.S. Senate of individuals, by the U.S. Senate of individuals to serve in the President's cabinet? Elias?
Vetting.
It's not vetting, it's confirmation. Confirmation. Both teams, music is the category. The composer who won 2 Pulitzer Prizes, this composer won 2 Pulitzer Prizes. His works include the opera Vanessa and Adagio for strings, his most popular composition. His name is the job of Figaro in Rossini's opera. Name him. Raymond?
Bach?
It is not Bach. Raiders, chance to steal this music category. The composer who won 2 Pulitzer Prizes. His works include the opera Vanessa and Adagio for strings, his most popular composition. His name is the job of Figaro in Rossini's opera. Name him. It's Samuel Barber. Barber. Both teams, science, astronomy is the next category. Identify this planet in our solar system from the following length of year measured in Earth days. 88 days. Ian?
Mercury.
It is Mercury. Foreign language for both teams. What word is the Spanish form of Columbus that is also the monetary unit of Costa Rica and El Salvador? Anna?
A Colombo?
Cannot accept that. Lancers, chance to steal this foreign language category. What word is the Spanish form of Columbus that is also the monetary unit of Costa Rica and El Salvador? Grant?
Cologne.
Cologne. Literature for both teams. Starts off with a quote. I never talked with God, nor visited in heaven, yet certain am I of the spot, as if the chart were given. Does this stanza express the faith of Edna St. Vincent Millay, Emily Dickinson, T.S. Eliot, or John Greenleaf Whittier? Raymond?
Emily Dickinson?
It is Emily Dickinson. U.S. geography for both teams. What is the capital of Kentucky? Elias?
Lexington.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. No. Lancers, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Grant?
Frankfurt.
It is Frankfurt. World history for both teams. The Crimean Peninsula was the site of the Yalta Conference. The conference came near the end of what war? Elias?
World War II.
World War II. Math for both teams. If x is a multiple of 3, 4, and 10, and is between 60 and 240, then x equals what? Young.
120.
120, very good. Theater for both teams. What Eugene O'Neill play is about a Pullman porter making himself an emperor? Raymond?
Emperor and the Bulrushes?
That's incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this theater question. What Eugene O'Neill play is about a Pullman porter making himself an emperor? It is the Emperor Jones. Emperor Jones. General knowledge for both teams. A muscle is either relaxed or what? Molly?
Flexed.
Cannot accept flexed. Lancers, chance to steal this general knowledge question. A muscle is either relaxed or, Ian?
Contracting.
Contracted is what we're looking for. History, explorers, and we're just below 2 minutes here with a score of Shawnee Mission East 24, Shawnee Mission South 13. History and explorers is the category. This explorer was the first person to visit the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic shores of North America. A Canadian river is named for him. Who is he? Grant?
Leif Erikson.
It is not Leif Erikson. Raiders, chance to steal this history explorers question. This explorer was the first person to visit the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic shores of North America. A Canadian river is named for him. Who is he? It is Alexander Mackenzie. Mackenzie. Geography, another geography question. What is the most populous city in Germany? Ian?
Hamburg.
It's not Hamburg. Raiders, chance to steal this geography question. What is the most populous city in Germany? Molly?
Stuttgart.
It's Berlin. Berlin. Both teams, another science question, this one specifically elements. What two categories represent the oldest way of classifying elements? Raymond?
Heavy and light?
Cannot accept heavy and light. Raiders, chance to steal this science elements question. What two categories represent the oldest way of classifying elements? Molly?
Metals and nonmetals.
That is what we're looking for. Vocabulary for both teams. The answer to the following question will be an adjective named after a famous person. It's one who believes that the laws of history led inevitably towards a classless society. Grant?
Marxist.
It is a Marxist. And with that correct answer, you have ended our game here with a final score of Shawnee Mission East 25 to Shawnee Mission South 14. Please join us again here next time on Categories as we will continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.